Welcome to the GoBoomTV News Sunday Special. Our headlines today. Excitement built on Thursday as GoBoomTV launched a new show, started streaming again, returned from his sudden breaks, completed the month in review and relaunched a popular series. Shock on Friday as GoBoomTV News rebranded. After just one day, a reporter went rogue live on air. The relaunched series was deemed a massive success, and much more. Amazement on Saturday as our first Player of the Week report is released, Bitty Games comments on lost footage, and we open a train station. And today, we look back at our first week on GoBoomTV News. I'm GoBoomTV, and this is the Sunday Special on GoBoomTV News. We'll be looking back at everything we've covered this week. Let's jump right in. Hello and welcome to the program, where we look back at the week of news stories. We start this week with Thursday, where GoBoomTV launched this very show, aimed at being a regular update. What we didn't know then is that it would be daily. We also answered two questions that day. What happened to the 5th anniversary special series? And why have we been taking two sudden breaks? We looked back at June 2025 in terms of statistics of the channel on Thursday as well. And, last but not least, we revealed a new collaboration that later launched that evening. Let's watch the bulletin again. So first things first, that new show we're talking about. Well, you're watching it. This is our brand new news show, a short, regular update series, where we talk about everything happening behind the scenes here on GoBoomTV. We'll cover new uploads, projects in progress, community collabs, and maybe even sneak peeks. Think of it as your regular briefing on all things GoBoomTV. We aim to release new bulletins every 1 to 2 weeks, so keep your eyes peeled. Alright, let's address the big one. Where's the 5th anniversary special? We had a full concept, a website page, we'd even made a start on it, but the world had other ideas. Between unexpected delays and shifting priorities, we had to put it on hold. The good news, it's still coming, just not as originally scheduled. Stay tuned, as more news will come on this topic. Yeah, the gaps between uploads. We've noticed too, things have been a little unpredictable behind the scenes, with burnout, personal stuff, and just needing to take a breath. It happens. But this show is also part of how we get back on track. Consistent updates, smaller chunks of content, and a way to keep connected, even between bigger projects. Our weekly Player of the Week live streams are still a thing too, but we felt as though we needed to expand in ways live streams can't. Now let's rewind to June. It was quiet, but not inactive. Welcome to the month in review. We're adding a bunch of new statistics this time, so let's dive right in. Starting with a controversial one, engaged views. We know YouTube updated its Shorts view count system some months back now. For the month of June, we received 1,697 of them. Quite a few, but if you can remember, not quite like October 2024. We published 2 shorts and went live 14 times. That's a lot less than our normal, but we're changing that. Community posts, the hidden gem of YouTube. We pushed out 7 of them. I suppose that's much better than none. How many subscribers did we gain in June? Exactly 10. Yes, 10. We got some more likes, 34 of them. Quite a few. Only 1 share for June. Saying that we typically average about 3 or 4 per month, so 1 isn't that bad. Chatting. Our community left 18 comments. Some of that could be my replies though. And now for a new statistic. Hours streamed. For June, it was a shocking 21.3. Where do they get their maths from? Watch time. Oh, the big number that shows us just how much time people put into watching my content. Must be. For June, it's 66.2 hours. Almost 3 days. Well, despite our subscribers gain statistic being 10, we must have lost 3 too, as this subscriber statistic only shows 7. Could that be a mythical discrepancy? Impressions click-through rate. We don't usually bother with this one. 2.3% it is. We probably won't bother with this one again. Views is the big one, so we saved it for last. We got 4,952 views in June. Quite a view. Did you get that joke? No? Check the description for the explanation. And last but definitely not least, Redstone with Bitty Games is making a comeback, and it's far different from what the original was. Yes, the crossover is real. Bitty Games and I are joining forces for a Wild Warcraft Redstone series. It's logical, it's chaotic, and it may break your brain in the best possible way. When will it start? We don't know, but please check out Bitty Games' video, or click the top link in the description to see the announcement. Now on to Friday, where GoBoomTV News rebranded after just one day, causing reporter R to go rogue. We then covered the success that was the relaunch of Redstone with Bitty Games. And then something happened. We were covering the Big Autumn Update 2025, when a breaking news story came in. A train station had had its grand opening delayed. Here's the bulletin. Welcome to a new look GoBoomTV News with me, GoBoomTV. After just one single day, GoBoomTV News has been rebranded to look much more professional, with new music and color schemes. Our studio will soon be receiving a minor overhaul to accommodate. Here's our online reporter for more information.
Are you insane? Rebranding GoBoomTV News after only 24 hours.
We seem to have encountered some technical difficulties. I am hearing in my earpiece that the correct report is ready. Let's go to that now.
Out with the old and in with the new. GoBoomTV News has rebranded after just one day due to unprofessionalism and boring, repetitive music. Our CEO, GoBoomTV, has said that he hopes the brand changes will increase the popularity of the show. However, statistics are yet to show that. Could that be because this is the first episode with the branding? Absolutely. We are yet to see what will happen to the statistics of the show. Reporter A, GoBoomTV News, the Internet.
What a lovely report, eh? Anyways, on to our next story. Redstone with Bitty Games launched last night with immense success. Unfortunately, Bitty Games had a technical fault, which means his side of the collaboration could not be aired last night on his company's channel called Other Productions. Lots of talk about technical faults this time, I see. And lastly, as we start to prepare for the Big Autumn Update 2025, we'd like to know what you want to see here on GoBoomTV. Leave your family-friendly suggestions. Breaking news. An extension to a train station operated by Ordkraftian Transport Authority, together with Transport for Ordkraft, has had its grand opening delayed until the morning due to corrupted footage. Ordkraftian Transport Authority, together with Transport for Ordkraft, was due to present, thanks to miners and diggers in consortium with High-Low first section of Metro Line M3 at Duncan Circus Station this evening. We will bring more on that story in our next bulletin. And now for a streaming forecast by one of our many talented online reporters. I hope you aren't rogue like that first one was.
You'll be glad to know I'm not rogue. Anyways, welcome to our weekend streaming forecast. Tonight there is still a possibility of a BeamNG stream, however when it will be is unknown. Saturday brings us the regular Player of the Week stream, and Sunday's forecast is looking uncertain, but possibly another Redstone with Bitty Games. And that's your streaming forecast. Back to GoBoomTV in the studio.
And now Saturday, where we covered Player of the Week, a comment from Bitty Games, the rescheduled train station opening which was live on television, announcing that Sunday bulletins are weekly sum-ups, and our second ever streaming forecast. Here's the bulletin. We start today with Player of the Week on Ordkraft, which saw many birthdays announced, and then Player of the Week. No reports this time, but the list of birthday celebrations are Mrs. D and Flamecraft MC on Monday the 21st of July, OLK Bobby Bear and Mr. Parker on Tuesday the 22nd of July, Leafy U, Aurum_797 and DJ Curry 23 on Wednesday the 23rd of July, and GeoLux and Great Gamer Guy 58 on Friday the 25th of July. Happy birthday to you all. Our Player of the Week this week was Icarus Tales, for being helpful, patient and generous. Congratulations. Now remember when we talked about Redstone with Bitty Games? Well, Other Productions commented today saying that they had lost the footage. Want the good news? Redstone with Bitty Games returns tonight. Now, on to our next story. We were halfway through talking about the Big Autumn Update 2025 when a breaking news story came in that a train station's opening had been delayed. Well, the station finally opened this evening live on television. How cool is that? Duncan Circus Station's terminus for the M3 line was opened this evening with the presence of GoBoomTV and the Transport for Aircraft leader. We have a report from our rogue reporter here. Fingers crossed he doesn't go rogue again.
Are you insane? Oh, sorry, wrong news bulletin. Today, Duncan Circus Station inside Duncan City opened an extension to allow for M3 line trains to terminate. We were handed a copy of the script, which read, Aircraftian Transport Authority, together with Transport for Aircraft, is proud to present, with thanks to miners and diggers in consortium with High-Low, the first section of the Metro Line M3. GoBoomTV even broke away from yesterday's GoBoomTV news to show the event live. How insane is that? In a good way, of course. And then the moment came. The ribbon was cut. The station was opened. Pictures we took from inside the station show that it is a nice, spacious area, waiting desperately for the bustling city life to start using it. Reporter R. GoBoomTV News, Duncan Circus Station.
Wow! I wasn't expecting that. I loved the reference at the start. Yes, that was clever. We will be bringing more on this story in our end-of-the-week bulletin tomorrow, which we expect to be long, as it will include everything we've covered. Yep, you heard that right. Sunday bulletins are going to be special ones. We're going to be covering everything we've talked about since we started on Thursday. That's exciting. And now for an updated stream forecast. Redstone with Bitty Games returns tonight and tomorrow night. And that's your stream forecast. And that's it from us today. Remember to visit our website at bit.ly/GoBoomTV2. And remember, go big, go creative, go boom. See you tomorrow.